Dawson Rider Wiki.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with my review of the Power Rangers movie Amazon exclusive Loyal Subjects figures. So, if you're not familiar with these, they're basically a small stylized-like figure, you know, sort of like the Pop Vinyl or those other ones that I can't think of the name of, but you know the drill for Power Rangers and almost any other franchise. Pop Vinyls obviously being the most popular, but stylized figures in general. I don't remember, you know, outside of these, how recently they've been doing them, but they have done MMPR ones before. But, you know, as usual, when they finish the MMPR Rangers, it's not, what are they going to do next? It's, what shade of MMPR are they going to do next? Are they going to make it see-through? Are they going to make it a slightly different color? Are they going to do battle damage? So it's just all been MMPR. So, and these are a bit of a weird release as well. This came in an Amazon exclusive set with these 5, and also comes with a digital copy of the Power Rangers movie, the new one. I only, make sure that that's clear because these are really weird. They're kind of neat, but for this set being of the movie, the new movie, I kind of wanted them to do Loyal Subject figures from the new movie. Like, you know, full on the new suits. But these are kind of a hybrid. The bodies are sort of-ish like the movie, and then the helmets are the original recipe. Which I actually don't mind. I think it's kind of a neat concept. That's part of the reason I wanted to pick this up, is because I thought they looked neat. But I kind of would have rather this set, having come with the movie, be, you know, the actual movie ones to see what that would look like, and then these kind of be their own separate thing. It just seems kind of weird. I don't know. But let's go ahead and get into it. I'm pretty much only going to use one for the quote-unquote articulation because there's not much anyway, and outside of various parts of the anatomy on the girls, there's nothing different about the mold, even between the girls and the guys. Like, there's no skirt piece or anything like that. But basically you get little bits of articulation. Like, you can move the arms up and around, which is more than most of these, and you can move them here like this, and it almost looked to me like they could bend, but they can't. Like, I started forcing it, and it started to, like, peg out, so you can't peg out. It's like pig out, but with pegs. I'm the cleverest man alive. And then you can, like, twist these around, so you can sorta get them in some poses, but since you can't bend, it also just makes it awkward. It's more like you can just make them look less stoic and maybe not quite as animated as others. You can move the chest as well, and then the head goes up and down and around, which is nice. They all just come with this little clear blaster, which is sort of like looks just like a riff on the original blaster from the original series. But yeah, as you can see here, the suit looks like a sort of ish version of the movie, and then you got the helmet here, which is more or less the originals. They're obviously a bit stylized. And then a gimmick, of course, of these is you can take the helmets off and you get their little faces. They look like creepy little baby dolls, to be honest. But that's a neat feature, and in one way it's kind of nice to have it where you don't have to swap out the whole head. But they can be just a smidge of a pain to put back on. Like, there's a couple, if you don't get it exactly right, you'll be like, there, got it, and then his face falls off, you know. It's just like classic Laura Palmer pulling off her face in the Black Lodge. Like, you know how that is. Everything I say is Twin Peaks lately, so I apologize. It'll probably be sprinkled in reviews. See, watch. Boom. Example. I'm just gonna let that slide. I'm gonna pretend that was planned all along. Okay. So now, I wasn't sure. I was like, maybe they're just doing a stylized look on the movie with the original helmets. Maybe these are meant to be the movie guys. Nope, it's not supposed to be them. So you can tell, like, that sounds super racist. You can tell by just looking at who they're supposed to be underneath the helmets. So yeah, that is definitely not Newzak. Unless I am colorblind or something, I don't know. But that's, again, there's no way to not sound weirdly racist, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm just kind of disappointed that the movie guys didn't get their due for these, both for the suits and for, like, the little humanoid helmets, given that this is the set from their movie, and yet MMPR original recipe still manages to infect even this. I sound so, like, I guess negative is the right word, but so bitter towards it, even though I purposely bought this set because I liked the concept of it. But I'm like half and half, because I'm like, Jesus, this is the movie guy's set. You're packaging this with the digital movie. Your helmet's staying off too. I'm done with you. But you still just do original MMPR ones, which is kind of annoying. Like I said, I would have rather had both. Alright, let's take a look at Pink. I think I'm just going to leave it now as tradition where I just take off their helmets as I go over them. There we go. So I'm just going to do that so it makes it seem like it was planned. I actually really like the way Pink's helmet looks. Like, there's just something about, like, the angular design of it that in particular I quite like this one. Also, before I forget, let's take off her helmet like it was planned. Where is it? There's a little accessory here. so she can have her ponytail. Look, you can give her a haircut, like boom. She's got like a shorter haircut, and then now it's a ponytail, which is actually kind of difficult to get in there now I think about it, but that's good enough. But it's really funny because that was just kind of sitting there in the box when you get it, and I was like, what in the hell kind of accessory is this supposed to be now? Okay, now here we have Yellow, who, I wish, like, the camera actually in this blurry fog while I'm trying to get the camera to focus on it makes it look a little bit better, but, like, in person, I kind of wish that the camera would focus on it because I am about to punch it. Alright, there we go, finally. Okay, but, like, the camera's making it look slightly better, but to the naked eye, it looks almost like a brown mustard color, and I wish it was just more metallic-y, because, like, these guys are kind of weird in general because they're kind of, like, on the borderline of metallic, like, they're not quite there, but most of them look pretty neat. Like, I do like the color of pinks. I think it looks really neat, but, I just wish that this looked a little bit brighter. Like, not even just because, oh, it shouldn't be so dark and gritty, it's just, this looks like brown mustard color. So, and she did her hair up, she was ready. She's like, I need to get my hair up nice so I can put it in the helmet and I don't have to put mine in a separate area of the plastic container that we're going to be shipped in. Trini thought ahead. She was a planner. At least in this case. Okay. So, now we have Billy here, whose armor looks pretty cool. Like, this is another one where the camera's making it look a smidge cooler, but it does look cool. I'd say that for me, it seems the most metallic-y, but it gives it this really cool, almost bluish silver-like quality. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I really dig the way this one looks in terms of the color. And then, there we go. And they have Billy's hair way too blonde, unless, like, I'm just remembering it as more brown in the series, but yes. And that is most definitely not our new Blue Ranger from the movie. But so yeah, that's what you get there. Something else I wanted to bring attention to is that Billy won't stand because he's like really sad about the comments I just made about him. There we go. Is like how just weird this looks like if there was like, you remember like Looney Tunes Babies, but this Power Rangers. I mean, that's the tone of the original series, but worse. But you know, that's what it looks like. It just looks weird. I'm just gonna draw attention to it with Black's helmet because it was the first one I really thought about it, but I wish that some of the details on these, this is the review that Nothing Wants to Focus. Like, for here, like, obviously you remember if you're a true fan, that this is supposed to be silver. And there's little details like that missing in all the helmets, which I think especially given, like, the metallic-y context of it would look really cool. Like, I'm not even talking about lots of little details, like, just a few little silver pieces here, like right here, or like the horns on Triceratops, I think would really make these look even better. It just kind of bothers me a little bit. But overall, this is just kind of an okay little set. These are nice little stylized figures, and like I can see why people would want them for like the older MMPR things. But this set's just kind of a weird recommendation for me. Like, if you really like them and you just want a digital cop to protect you in life, no, a digital copy of the movie, then I would say go for it. But otherwise, it's not really something I would, you know, go out of my way to recommend, just because it's a weird hybrid, which I think is a neat idea, but I'm kind of a little bit bitter, even though I bought these because I liked the hybrid, that we didn't get actual movie ones, and I just wish they had a little bit more detail on the helmets just to make things shine. So they're just like overall okay figures. I feel like that was one of those classic wrap-ups where I just argue with myself for like a minute and then you guys don't know what to do. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Dawson Ryder, signing out.